Freddie, what is it going to be like for you at Christmas? Like, what have you been told about Christmas in Japan?
So basically, we've got a full day's worth of training on Christmas Day, and then we've got an away game and a pre-season away game on Boxing Day. They don't really celebrate Christmas over here, but there's been an advertising ploy that from KFC that Americans that the Americans all eat KFC on Christmas. So that's the actual like dish of the country on Christmas Day. So I'm just going to go and get a bargain bucket after training. And honestly, this place is bonkers. I'm in camp today. I had the most clean off day of training I've ever had. Like, we did 4 sessions, and the last session of the day was 2.5 hours long, and we pretty much played a match. They want the ball in play in a game in 45 minutes. So for 45 minutes. So they've worked out a way that we could do fitness and rugby like a game. Like, I was absolutely blown out my ass, and the coach blew the whistle, and I thought, oh, thank God that's done. He went, oh, half time.
No, that's not what you were sold, is it?
No, I thought. To be fair, half the boys here talking about James Lowe saying that Ashley had been retired. Everyone thinks I work for the company like the rest of the boys here. People have been tweeting me saying, oh, mate, what's it like working at the company during the day and then training at night? I said, whoa, I'm still fully committed here.
Out on the forklift.
They suckered you in, mate, with the 10 to 12 games a year, but they didn't count the 10 to 12 in training.
Yeah, there's a lot of training games, but to be fair, they're not too bad. But the refereeing over here, I played my first 80 minutes on Saturday. Oh my, the refereeing is terrible. But hey, that's another day. But it is bonkers. Like, quick story. This is how bonkers. And the Japanese, like yesterday, our first session was at 6 a.m. It's a 15-minute walk. So about 30 of us left the hotel at 5:30 in the morning. There is no car on the road, okay? We come to a set of traffic lights. I just start walking across the road. I turn back. There's 30 Japanese lads behind me, refuse to cross the road until the green man's on.
You can't drive, okay?
Honestly, I had to turn around and go back.
It's illegal, isn't it?
There's no cars on the road.
Is your squad full professional?
Nah, like, so, well, no, like the boys work at the
company.
It
was for Billy. But do some of the boys do a full day's training, then go to work for the company?
So we basically, we've got 15 professionals. The rest work at the company. So I'll go in at 8, be wait sort of 8 till 9, and then the company boys will put their suits on or put their factory clothes on, and they'll go and work for Toyota, and then we meet back up at 3:45, team meeting in the dojo, and then we're out running Broncos and playing rugby for God knows how long. Honestly, it's I think that's the way in a lot of teams over here, but it is completely...
Boy, you're not in that 15, are you? You're talking it up. You do
Mate,
your weights, then you get your high vis on and go get on your forklift in the factory?
Mate, I've made 6 cars since I've been over here, mate. I'm well happy.
Oh, mate, at least you get the recovery in the onsens. They're amazing. That's my favourite place on earth.
Yeah, but they have them about 1,000,000 degrees. Like, they are the hottest things in the world. And they love being naked over as well, eh? I've never seen anything like it.
We're going on to a bit about Manscaped. Jesus, talking about bushes.
Oh, don't even start me on it. I've never seen anything like it. These boys can have King Kong in their bags, you wouldn't see it.
Holy bush. Bush. Holy bush.
Wow.
Honestly, it is. I was shocked. I was honestly like, I've never seen anything like it, boys. It is a monstrosity, and girls, sorry, but it's a monstrosity.
It is. Where about you based in Japan, mate?
I am in a city called Korea, which is just south of Nagoya, which I'm pretty much. It's really well situated. I'm slap bang in the middle of Japan. I've done a couple of road trips on my own. So I'd be honest with you, I'm not very spiritual. I'm not one of these about finding yourself and all that. But I'm really discovering the value of your own company out here.
That's the biggest load of shit I've ever heard in my life.
Hey,
biggest load of. You're discovering the value of cash. That's what you're discovering the value of.
Hey, and automobiles, mate. That's what I'm learning from the boys. But no, I'm really well situated. Obviously, COVID over here is a little bit. It's getting a bit worse, but they just tell you to everyone wore a mask before anyway. So it's sort of everything's just carry on as normal. And yeah, like it's like, to be fair, because of the training times, I don't get too much time in the day to sort of, get out and about. So I just try and do it whenever I get a weekend off. But it's quite frustrating at times because you can't just have, especially being a fly half, you can't just have those little conversations with boys on the pitch. So it leads to a bit of frustration, but they just love playing full, like there's no structure. There's no like, oh, you go here, you go there. Like we haven't even practiced an exit player. I've been here 2 months.
Mate, you know, the thing that most shocked me when I went over there, and it's probably stupid of me to think, you literally is the most foreign place on earth. Like English doesn't get you by. You ain't getting by with English, and we take it for granted sometimes where we go in the world. But Japan's the one place where I was like, you couldn't even order food, and you're on the phone. Have you got the app?
Yeah, I got the translating app. I literally going shopping takes me forever because you pick something up, you're like, what's this? And you get your app out, you got to scan it. Like it's taught me a lot about patience because, you know, like you say, no word in English comes even close to Japanese. So, but now a woman looks at me and I thought she was having a go at me in the supermarket, and she was asking if I wanted a plastic bag, and I was just saying like I have no clue like what you're on about. Like, honestly, it's crazy out here, but you know it's quite cool. It's a learning experience. Yeah. But it's weird. It's just such a weird dynamic because you've got like professionals, Japanese boys, and like they go work, we go have a nap in the middle of the day, and then we all come back together. Like it's it's weird, but we're just trying to get better and like train our mate. But it's just clean off. Honestly, this country.
You know how like you're saying there's no structure or shape to it. Like surely your role as a fly half, do you go there to try and change that, or do you just go in there and just this is Japanese style and just kind of do what they want?
This is the thing, Deals, is I was like, oh, I'll go there. You know, this team, the team that I'm at, they've been sort of the yo-yo team between the Challenge League and the Top League. And the coach is like, look, we want your knowledge, want your input, all that sort of stuff. But then you come over and you think, right, I'll change this. Like they'll be able to do that and do this. But you've also got to realise it's a completely different product. It's a completely different brand of rugby to anything in Europe. So you have to kind of meet in the middle. Like sometimes there's things you disagree with and you kind of just have to go, hey, actually, like, I'm just going to have to buy into that and just do it because you can't change it. Like, it's just impossible. By the time it's gone through translators and stuff, it takes forever. So you just sort of have to give into it.